NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili and has been for nearly 100 years since we opened in 1923 with our chili locator on our website. Want to own your own MP Coney Island? Now you can with our franchise system. At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili.
Los Amigos! Make sure to check out Los Amigos on West State Street, Newcastle, PA 16101. It's Los Amigos. Los Amigos! Los Amigos! Los Amigos!
Newswatch keeping you informed. Next Saturday, and it's the 20th, it's the Now Nourishing Others Well-Being. Food for 1,600 families. At this time of the year, it's cold. People are hungry. This is a great thing. I salute the Now group and the Now Project for their active involvement in making sure everybody gets fed. As we continue on with Newswatch, I remind you, and now I'm going to remind you, the 27th, you need a warm thought. Well, this is the perennial plant exchange in New Wilmington. Make sure that you mark your calendar. Warmer days are coming. Union having their night at the races February 17th. Cost $35 per person. Doors open at 6. Races begin at 7. And don't forget those home buyer classes. This will be the 14th, which will be Sunday at First Presbyterian Church. I want to check that as they get and move it over to, and I believe that it is on the 16th. Okay, I apologize for that, as it looked to be like they were going to be having it on Sunday, but it is the 16th. I had to make sure you check out those home buyer classes. You know, they've had people, that's sponsored by United Way, they've had people be able to really move themselves forward with that. And well, let's go to Josh, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the library.
Hello and welcome, and reporting live right in front of the Newcastle Public Library. And speaking of them, they received another additional $50,000 match. The Newcastle Public Library's capital campaign has gotten a boost, which will not only help fund much needed renovations, but enable donors to stretch their gifts. The drive, dubbed Elevate the Newcastle Public Library, has a $200,000 target goal for Phase 1. The primary goal of the campaign is to modernize the elevator, which has been out of service since November. With community donations, that work can begin, eventually enabling the Youth Services Department to return to its home on the second floor. The library is very grateful to everyone who has donated or made a pledge for the library. Director Andrew Henley said, quote, while it seems we have a lot further to go, another generous donor, has made a remarkable pledge. A library patron is offering a dollar-for-dollar match up to $50,000. Henley noted that the person who has requested anonymity has worked in the education field. The donor knows the importance of a library and has seen the positive effects on young scholars, he explained. The generous donation is beyond impactful. Those wishing to make a donation may go to ncdlc.org/elevate or send a check to the Newcastle Public Library at 207 East North Street, Newcastle, PA 16101. The checks must be made out to the Newcastle Public Library with the words Elevate in the memo line. All donations are tax deductible. So great story here from the Newcastle Public Library. Make sure you go check out their website and check out the Newcastle Public Library, of course, open 7 days a week. So I'm Josh Horner reporting live for NCTV45.
Now, Josh, great story there. Remember to check out Elevate at the Newcastle Public Library as they work on making the library a better place. And that helps the community in so many ways, as it allows for programs for the young and also old alike. And I hesitate using the word old, but there are so many great programs there, all taking place with, and if you want to see the schedule, tune in to NCTV45's community happenings. It is really amazing, all the things that the library has going on. Now, with that being said, I guess we need to get one more story from Josh, and he's going to talk a little bit about car batteries with the fact that it's going to be cold this week.
And welcome in. Cold weather can be unkind to your car battery. Take steps to reduce chances it leaves you in a bad spot. We spoke the other day about winter weather driving. We're going to give you another little winter weather tip here about your car battery. Cold weather affects your battery more than any engine component. Batteries are filled with fluid, most of which is water. They are susceptible to freezing if a battery is not fully charged. Cold also thickens engine oil, forcing the battery to work harder when starting the car. Your vehicle's battery loses approximately 35% of its efficiency when the temperature dips below freezing, and nearly as much as 60% of its efficiency when the temperature drops below zero. Slowly cranking is a common sign your battery might be getting weak, but diagnosing your battery problems can be tricky. Your battery terminals can be calcified, or a parasitic draw, often from a mobile device, is draining its power. Unplug your phone and charger when you don't need them. AAA Battery Service offers fast, accurate, and convenient mobile battery testing and replacement. State-of-the-art diagnostic equipment will confirm whether your battery will hold a charge or if the problem is deeper in the electrical system. The service is included with your AAA membership. If a new battery is needed, you can purchase one and have it installed on the spot. AAA Battery Service vehicles carry batteries compatible with 90% of cars, SUVs, and light trucks on the road. AAA also recommends you take these special precautions with your vehicle batteries this winter. Have the starting and charging system tested every year. On frigid days, shut off the heater, fans, radio, and other devices before cranking the engine. Inspect the battery cables, posts, and fasteners. Cable corrosion prevents power from flowing freely from the battery, reducing the power available to start the car. Clean the battery terminals with a wire brush or battery cleaner spray. Avoid short trips. It can take as long as 30 minutes for a car battery to fully charge. Short trips can diminish the amount of reserve capacity. Preventative measures, such as garaging your vehicle or using a battery charger like the AAA battery tender, can help extend a battery's lifespan. Winter also means fewer hours of daylight and increased use of lights, wipers, and heating, all of which extract a heavy toll on your battery. The more electrical devices in the car, such as electronic fuel injection systems, power windows, and infotainable systems, the more power the battery should have, Your best defense against failure is a fully charged battery and adequate cold cranking amps, 500 to 700, depending on the type of engine in your vehicle. And always check AAA's website for more information. So, another little winter driving tip for you. Please stay safe out there on the roads this winter. Reporting for NCTV45, I'm Josh Sherman.
Well, Josh, thanks on that. And, that cold weather can play havoc on your battery. So what we're going to do is take this break, and Newswatch will return with a lot more information for you. This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. Hello and welcome to Lindy's Lunch. Yes, whether it's their great breakfast or, just like it says, lunch, it's great anytime. Yes, it's Lindy's Lunch. For the best, stop by. Give us a call. Hello and welcome to the Cedars Sports Corner Report. Let's get to the NFL. Well, Monday night playoff game, and I think it's absolutely excellent as Tampa Bay gets together with the Eagles. Game in Tampa Bay, that on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Plus. And a rough road for the Eagles as they've been having their issues. We'll see if they can get back on the winning track. Now in the NBA, 1 o'clock on Monday, it is the Sixers at home taking on Houston. Dallas at home, 2:30, taking on New Orleans. Orlando at the New York Knicks, 3 o'clock. Detroit at Washington, 3 o'clock. San Antonio Spurs travel to Atlanta, 3:30. That game on TNT. Golden State on the road taking on Memphis, 6 o'clock TNT. Here's a great one. The Cleveland Cavaliers at home. They'll be taking on the Chicago Bulls. That game at 7 o'clock. Now, Miami, they will be on the road taking on Brooklyn, 7:30. The Boston Celtics on the road taking on Toronto, 7:30. The Indiana Pacers taking on Utah, 9 o'clock. And your nightcap, Oklahoma City taking on the LA Angels. That game, 10:30 on NBA TV. As we get over to hockey, well, here's an amazing type thing because it's been several kind of days in a row or close. The Pens back in action. They're taking on Seattle, games at home. All the games on the Plus. That game at 6 o'clock. Let's go, Pens. As we get back to the rest of the league, 1 o'clock, New Jersey at Boston. San Jose at Buffalo, 1 o'clock. Anaheim at Florida, 1 o'clock. Vancouver at Columbus, 1 o'clock. Kings at Carolina, 3 o'clock. New York Islanders at Minnesota, 5 o'clock. Nashville at Vegas, 6 o'clock. Colorado at Montreal, 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Philadelphia at St. Louis. Get you over to college basketball. And, well, here you go. Starting at 12 noon on Monday, Ohio State at Michigan. That game on Fox. George Mason takes on George Washington, 2 o'clock, CBS Sports Network. That Atlantic 10 game. Dartmouth takes on Princeton, 2 o'clock, ESPN Plus. Watch that game. Princeton can really shoot the ball. Villanova at Marquette, 2:30 on Fox. LaSalle at St. Joe's, 4 o'clock, CBS Sports Network, as that's an Atlantic 10 showdown there. As you get further through the day, it's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish traveling to Boston College. That game going to be on ESPNU. Let's go Irish. As we get to the 7 o'clock hour, Farley Dickinson at St. Joe's. 7 o'clock, Columbia at Yale, that on the Plus. 7:30 sees New Orleans at Nichols, that game on the Plus. Getting to 8 o'clock, Lamar at McNeese, that game on the Plus. And then your nightcap, 9 o'clock, CBS Sports Network. North Carolina A&T, and they're taking on Hampton. Hampton, a team that has frequently been in the NCAA tournament. That game on the CBS Sports Network, and that again at 9 o'clock. Head over to Cedars, get some great food, and by all means enjoy the games. We're going to take a time out. We'll be right back. Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Los Amigos! Ladies and gentlemen, if you need a good bite to eat, make sure to check out Los Amigos. They got you covered with things such as tacos, burritos, mocha gente. It's Los Amigos. Los Amigos! Los Amigos! Los Amigos!
Welcome back, and now it's time to talk about the winter program classes at the Hoyt. The Hoyt's after school art resumes, and it started on the 9th, which was 2 days ago. And they have great after school programs for grades 1 through 6 as they get back from the holiday break. Now, they talked about World War II this week, and the students will paint a sea fantasy craft, a boat, the floats, and a sketch from other galleries. But next week, classes will be playing a game. Learn about the lines on day 1. These lines create rectangles and tangled black and white patterns. So, interesting enough, they are going to have some pretty great classes. Check out the Hoyt. Now, with that being said, we're going to go to Josh, excuse me, and the library. Josh?
Hello and welcome, and reporting live right in front of the Newcastle Public Library. And speaking of them, they received another additional $50,000 match. The Newcastle Public Library's capital campaign has gotten a boost, which will not only help fund much needed renovations, but enable donors to stretch their gifts. The drive, dubbed Elevate the Newcastle Public Library, has a $200,000 target goal for Phase 1. The primary goal of the campaign is to modernize the elevator, which has been out of service since November. With community donations, that work can begin, eventually enabling the Youth Services Department to return to its home on the 2nd floor. The library is very grateful to everyone who has donated or made a pledge for the library. Director Andrew Henley said, quote, while it seems we have a lot further to go, another generous donor, has made a remarkable pledge. A library patron is offering a dollar-for-dollar match up to $50,000. Henley noted that the person who has requested anonymity has worked in the education field. The donor knows the importance of a library and has seen the positive effects on young scholars, he explained. The generous donation is beyond impactful. Those wishing to make a donation may go to ncdlc.org/elevate or send a check to the Newcastle Public Library at 207 East North Street, Newcastle, PA 16101. The checks must be made out to the Newcastle Public Library with the words Elevate in the memo line. All donations are tax deductible. So great story here from the Newcastle Public Library. Make sure you go check out their website and check out the Newcastle Public Library, of course, open 7 days a week. So, I'm Josh Horner, reporting live for NCTV45.
And Josh always keeping us informed on what's going on. Now, over the last few days, we've had snow flurries, rain, a lot of slushy type activity that I guess it's this time of year. But here's a little reminder: allow 6 car lengths behind an operating snow plow. Be careful while driving and be alert. Now, with that being said, we're going to go to Josh, and he's going to tell us a little bit about winter driving.
Hello and welcome into NCTV45. Today we got a great story for you. Winter driving puts your skills to the test. 10 ways to keep you safe on dangerous highways during this winter season. Winter driving season is most challenging to our nerves, vehicles, and skills. The scenario is too familiar. Temperatures drop, snow falls, and ice forms. It's a losing trifecta. Slippery roads cause many of us to shudder behind the wheel. Our family commutes just became a treacherous nightmare. Snow and ice, meanwhile, aren't the only culprits. Fewer hours of daylight obscure our vision, and the sun's glare reflecting off the snow can have a blinding effect. Rapidly changing weather conditions make it essential drivers remain alert and vigilant. Here are 10 winter driving tips to help make the experience safe and less stressful. Monitor weather and travel conditions. Know the difference between a winter storm watch and winter weather advisory and how they could impact your plans. Think cautiously if you must drive in wintry conditions. Make sure your fuel tank is full. Clear all snow from your hood, roof, windows, and lights of your vehicle. Increase your following distance. Focus as far ahead as possible. Avoid hard braking. It could keep you from sliding into another vehicle or barrier. Not all vehicles respond similarly to icy, slippery roads. Familiarize yourself with the vehicle's braking system and traction. Don't panic if your vehicle becomes trapped in a storm or snowbank. Avoid exertion and exposure and stay in the vehicle. Try to avoid secondary roads and drive with caution. Measure your speed to road and weather conditions. Plan your route and make sure someone knows which way you will be traveling, your destination, and expected arrival time, especially when driving long distances. Report a safe arrival. Leave room for maintenance vehicles and plows. Remain at least 200 feet behind them. Carry a winter survival kit in the trunk or storage area of your vehicle. Fully charge your cell phone. And always keep a road map, flashlight, first aid kit, blanket, and shovel in your vehicle. And finally, and most importantly, drive slowly. Take your time. The posted speed limits are meant for dry pavement, not winter conditions. So, please make sure you stay safe out there this winter season. Reporting for NCTV45, I'm Josh Horner.
Why, thanks, Josh, as Josh updates us on that winter driving. Now, very important, what we're going to do is take this opportunity, take a break, and head over to Lawrence County 45 weather.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Town and country where there's always a party, more. It's a party and you're invited. Come to Town and Country. Today's programming furnished by a grant from Joseph's Supermarket. Special thanks to Joseph's.
Hello and welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. And wee doggy, can you say cold? 10 degrees last night under cloudy skies. Take a look at the local radar, seeing snow up by the lake. Wonder how that's going to bode for the Steeler game later on today in Buffalo. Now, cloud cover stretching from the east to the west. You only have the immediate east coast that's clear. Everything else, clouds everywhere. That's going to give you a forecast that looks like this. Last night, 10, and your Monday, 22 and 13, sunshine comes out. It's going to feel like Florida as those warmer temperatures. Tuesday, 21 and 4, 60% chance of snow. And yes, I'll be giving you updates depending on the weather conditions and accumulations. Wednesday, 17 and 12, cold again, as you bop into your Thursday. 26 and 17, we bump up again and get that warm feeling just in time for Friday to roll around. 21 and 8, it'll feel a little bit chillier. Now, as we get to your Saturday, 18 and 10, sunny skies, but we've gone down a little bit down the scale from those upper 20s. And then Sunday, 22 and 15, another cold day as you make it through your week. Here's hoping that you stay warm, and here's hoping that you have a great Martin Luther King Day. Now, we're going to take a look at the weather chart and then hear from some great people that would like to hear from you. You've been watching Lawrence County 45 Weather right here on Nctv45.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of NCTV45 Newswatch. As you get out and about today, make sure you tell a friend, and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, oh, geez, I don't watch a lot of TV, why, you tell them this. That's right, we're NCTV45 The Train, and we're available anytime on your time. A train that runs on your schedule. Why, that's NCTV45. Now, as you go through your day, make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. See you again real soon.
Standing in digital paradise, loving what we do and doing it for you. We're NCTV45.